Lenovo is refreshing its line of Flex laptops with the Flex 14D and 15D, which we're looking at here at CES. So if you're familiar with the Flex line, this isn't really too much different than the IdeaPad Flex. The major difference is that this has newer AMD processors in it. So this can be configured to have up to AMD's A6 processors, but there's also a configuration that has the A4. So since this is a Flex laptop, you don't get the full flexibility that you do get with the Yoga line. So what this means is this does not bend all the way back like the Yoga does, but rather it just stops there. So you can view it in stand mode, whereas the Yoga would bend all the way back and would be able to also use what Lenovo calls tent mode. So when this is being used in your standard laptop mode, we have a pretty responsive touchpad over here that supports pinch to zoom gestures, and it's really fluid. We didn't notice any lag when we were using it. The keyboard is pretty sturdy as well, although we do notice a slight amount of flex. But overall, it's pretty sturdy, and the key travel is decent. So if you're doing any productivity on here, you won't have a problem with that. So this is going to be available in the first quarter of 2014. And the configuration that's going to come with the A4 AMD processor is going to be $499, and then the higher end configuration with the A6 processor will be $599. And you can also configure this to have up to 1 terabyte of storage, or as low as 500 gigabytes of storage space. So the display panel we have here is a 1366 by 768 touch panel, and as you can see, it does look pretty bright and colorful. It's not a 1080p screen, but it does look pretty bright, and you can certainly get the job done if you're just looking at photos and viewing some videos. And although it doesn't offer the full flexibility of a Yoga laptop, one of the benefits you'll get is that if you do use it in stand mode a lot, you don't have to worry about maybe pressing it too hard and having it fold all the way back. You know that it's going to be durable in this mode, and it's not going to fold back any further than you want it to. But one thing we did notice is that we do find it a bit easier to switch between stand mode and laptop mode with smaller form factors like the Yoga. This does feel a bit cumbersome to move, but that can also be a benefit. If you wanted something with that flexibility, but in a bigger 14 or 15-inch form factor, you would get that with the new Flex 14D and 15D. So once again, this is Lisa Adechika with LaptopMag.com, and we're looking at Lenovo's 14D, Flex 14D at CES 2014.